a class that cost a fortune. Um, for all that time and money, I should have hired somebody to do it for me. It would have taken a
That's
lot
that's
less
that
time.
that That's a great point. That's a fantastic point. That's where I made my mistake, Rhonda. At first, when I started in this industry, was I wanted to do it just like tutoring, where I'm going to teach you how to do it like you did yourself. Spend once a week talking to you. Hey, how are you building up your Twitter? Hey, how are you doing your LinkedIn? Hey, have you written your blog or posted it on the different websites and distributed it? And then I learned my thought process is, guess what? There's everyone out there that does that. They teach people how to do it, but I do it for you. I have an
Exactly.
agency now. And that's the thing. It's an agency. So it's not somebody downstairs in their basement that is doing everything themselves. I have an agency with over 30 to 40 clients. That, I guess, gets into the agency realm thing. It might be more. I lose track on of all the people I work with on a regular basis. But it's an agency that our job is to make your life easier so you can go make the money that you know how to make. So if you're an author and you're doing this as a, kind of, I wouldn't call it a hobby, but something that's your passion project, you're not losing money on the things that are bringing your money home, because you're putting that time and effort into social media. This is a great story for sure, Rhonda, what you brought up, and you're putting all this time and effort into taking courses to become the expert. Why don't you hire the expert and go make the money that you're great at still and grow while doing it, instead of, putting yourself in the hole for X amount of dollars and time for maybe no result at all.
Exactly. You know, and fortunately I had a good class teacher and I did apply what I learned, but I still look back at that and go, huh, what was I thinking? One of those
Well, I mean,
where you,
think of your hourly rate is, and this is what somebody taught me. Why I want to expand. I expanded my business in 2019 and now 2020, going in further. Think about it. What is your hourly rate when you're on a phone call, when you're doing it, social media? What are you worth? And at the end of the day, at the time you're putting that money, that hour block that you only have in place, and you spent that time doing it, are you making that money back tenfold, or even doubling it, or even just making you breaking even? Because you could be sitting next to a client making X amount of dollars. You could be doing another service for somebody, making that money instead of doing the social media, doing the website posts. That's an hour of your time that you can make money, or spend time with family and friends and not worry about it, because you're worth a lot more than you're making yourself by doing it yourself.
exactly. And and if you don't have a little bit of a talent to make some of those nice graphics, or what do they call
Oh
them,
yeah,
memes? Yeah. Um,
memes and all that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you really need help. I'm telling you. Um, as a small business owner, if you're listening to us, don't have the regrets that other people have. Um, if you're not good at accounting and doing that and making yourself a business budget, then reach out. That's what I do. It's great. It's fine. And if you're like me and you're not good at that IT and you're struggling to learn it, and there are only so many hours in a day, and you're basically becoming a workaholic, it's time to delegate.
Yes,
And
it is.
what you're
I'm
telling
at the
us
point.
is it's
Right,
cost
right,
effective.
right. Exactly. I mean, I kick myself. I think we make a mistake as business owners, and I'll tell you, I am an expert. I am learning the entrepreneurial role of becoming a small business and expanding to a larger business. To have employees or subcontractors, I've had 7 or 8 work for me in a variety of businesses. But once I got those people and hired those people, I didn't leverage that to make more money. And now I have learned from the process of becoming an entrepreneur, whoa, you can't do it all yourself. Hire
Nope.
an accountant if you have the money. Hire a virtual assistant. Hire a website guy. Hire a social media manager. Because guess what? Then you put those hours of what you're putting out, and you got to go out and sell that amount of money, double. that's where I look at things, or even more. Even it could be even tenfold, right? And then, Rhonda, you'll be sitting and money will be coming in quickly. But we all make the mistake that we want to make easy money quickly, and you got to spend money to make money.
Well, we all make the mistake of, oh, I can't afford that, so I'll have to do it myself. When in fact, look at it the other way. Just shift your thinking a little bit to, I can't afford not to do that. If you, and then you get to the point where, oh, I'm going to have to get a part-time job to supplement my income. And as soon as you have that thought right there, if you have spent significant time and money building a business and you're not getting the results that you think you should be getting, and you're trying to do everything yourself, the second you have that thought, I should get a part-time job, you need to have a little talk with yourself. Because for the
hours
10
you're spending, right?
Yep,
Exactly.
the 10 to 20 hours per week you're going to spend at that job making $10 to $15 an hour or whatever crappity crap they're going to pay you. How much would you make if you spent exactly that $10 or $20 a week out there making business to business calls or business to consumer calls, whatever your business specializes in?
Exactly.
How much? And I want you to make those calls face to face, because those are going to be your fastest sales, just like you said at the very beginning of the program. And then get somebody to do your digital branding. Exactly. While you're out there doing your face-to-face.
Exactly.
You make enough money to pay somebody like Neil to do your digital branding, and in 6 months you'll be thinking part-time job. Thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah,
thank God I'm doing what I love every day with people that I like and people that appreciate me and people that call you just to say Happy Valentine's Day. I was thinking of you.
Exactly. My clients are the best thing in the world, and they're like my children. I have 6 children, by the way, Rhonda, but they're like my children in the fact that, that they're the kind of people. But again, we make the mistake that when we hire these people, we don't have to work as much. Well, no, we got to pay for them. And that's the kind of resource you look at your marketing dollars and what your marketing budget is. I got to be bringing home. I hate this notion of 4 times as much. If you really can find something, even though I have a story, I have one client that went ahead and signed up a $5,000 thing off of a $17 ad on Facebook for my consultation. That's a great turnaround, but don't expect that every time. Spending $17 and making $5,000. No, that's not the average thing. And that's what we make the mistake on is, well, if we're going to pay these people, it's to free my time up instead of let's make more money, hire more people, expand, then we can free our time up so we can hire someone just like ourselves to manage our business. This is the mindset we have to have. And I've had to learn that. And because guess what? I'm the only one that thinks I can do it all myself. I can do it the hands down better than everybody else. Well, you're sitting there doing all that work, and then you decide, I'm going to go ahead and do this. For example, I write for a magazine now, Podcast Magazine, because I do radio just like you, but also I am a sports category director for a magazine just launched. And I write my article, send it to the editor of the magazine. They edit it, have it ready to go, and it goes out. So I don't have to worry. I sure as heck don't want to be writing, but I do the best job I can putting it together and send it over to an editor. So hiring a writer, we have a writing team. We're the one-stop shop when it comes to marketing and digital marketing. And
now, do you specialize in certain kinds of businesses? Because the only clients of yours that I've met have been authors.
Oh, I specialize. No, I have authors. I have businesses. I have clients in every type of industry, from celebrities to authors, everything, anything.
Okay.
And that's the thing. We want to make your time. You just had 2 authors on, but I have celebrity clients. I have small business clients. I have, just straight entrepreneur clients and large businesses. So I understand anyone. I have entertainers. I represent different professional wrestlers. So it doesn't matter what industry or whatever thing, I can take that idea. Like, Rhonda, I know you have a digital website person, but do you have a person that's going to look at your social media and say, well, I can make it 100 times better for you, Rhonda, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money, and you're going to become even better at distributing what you're doing with your podcast, distributing all these different things.
You just touched on what I'm thinking, but I have some sad news. We're down to about the last minute and a half, Neil. So, and I'm thinking exactly what you just said. I'm like, oh my God. I'm starting to resemble some of these remarks. So take it from me, everyone listening. If I'm starting to resemble some of these remarks, you may be too. So tell us, Neil, in the last minute we got left, how do people get a hold of you if they want to talk to you about their individual needs, how they want to build their brand and their marketing?
Absolutely. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and they can call me and I'll put out my phone number right now, but also give you my website so you can check it out. And my phone number is 412-523-0289. Just text me, say I listened to this show, and you'll get a free branding evaluation of your business or brand or wherever. Just text me that at 412-523-0289. I'll end up putting that out once you put out the show to let people, or visit me at neilhaley.com. I own a tutoring and consulting company and also an internet radio station, VIPinternetradio.com. You can follow me on all the different social media platforms at Total Tutor. Neil S. Haley on Facebook. You can friend me there or message me. LinkedIn, I'm Neil Haley. I'm everywhere. Instagram, at Total Tutor. And you can check me out. And I appreciate this time. And it was a lot of fun, Rhonda. And we'll definitely have to touch base soon. And one of our relationships is one of my clients, Prater. And that's how I found you, Rhonda, with your good
hilarious.
friend, Bill Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bill. He's phenomenal. And there are some big things at Prater.us that's going on as well. But see, this is what I do. When I take on a client, I take them on full. I want to see them as successful as they can be, because ultimately, at the end of the day, your time is money. And I will free up that time for you. And people who listen to your program, Rhonda, I know are very busy people and successful people, and they want their time freed up so they can worry about or focus on the things that are going to make them money.
Right. They really want to maximize their profitability in their small businesses or their side gig, and it's a worthwhile endeavor, whichever way you're going, because sometimes your side gig turns into your main gig, Anyway, we have run out of time and we have had so much fun. Thank you so much for being on the show, Neil. And thank you for sending me those two authors. They were a blast. They were on previously. They were really good. So we will stay in touch. And everybody listening, remember, you get a free branding consult. All you got to do is text Neil at 412-523-0289 and tell him you listen to the show and you want your free branding consult, and he will hook you up with one. Until next time, everybody, thank you for listening to us. And remember what I always say, be grateful and you will attract good things.